First time we're seeing Aatrox. I think I was talking about the Gwen earlier, but maybe the matchup and the Ambessa can be a little bit tricky. But definitely some extra damage as well.
We can make it to those 3 items that have looked incredibly broken so far this season. As Vikla looking to try and make his way in, but hits kind of nothing on.
Yeah, that was a nice root.
Well played, but Raptor is now going to make his way forward, gets the flash out, but immediate follow as Wind becomes lightning, and Vikla, can he find some Winds of War? The Justice Punch will do it, and first blood goes to the Galio as the year of Vikla continues. And we'll be locking this one away. Can still do some pretty ridiculous things in team fights against a whole bunch of champions that are largely melee range, and there are 3 of them that certainly fit that bill. As now Vikla with the Phase Rush is looking to try and make his way out here as Gideon throws down the pillar, and Vikla could be in a whole host of trouble. There's the Rune Prison. Does get the Justice Punch down, though, as Gideon does pick up the kill, but now Raptor gets his way in there. Let's see whether he can actually make something happen. 2 versus 1, though, and it's not looking good, as Roma will find a lot of damage onto this Xin Zhao. No flash, and Roma looks to find a good sidestep, and Raptor will keep himself alive.
You're so much tankier when you are one of the squishier engaged supports.
Oh, Roma just making his way out of taunt range. And Gideon grubs happening once again as he does take away the first one. Should be able to grab the second as well, as Raptor is busy dealing with Roma here in this mid lane. Casting going to get chained up, but does manage to break those pretty comfortably. Namgung is going to get his way out of this Tribe Rush.
And able to mitigate it. I thought, looking at the wave coming in, looking at Gideon being there, I thought they were just going to dive and he was going to be down, but able to survive and create some space, and now a dive on the bot side.
Yep, see whether they can take down Teddy here, as there's a heroic entrance as well, as Teddy now trying to turn it on to Kellen. Winds of War come in, that is going to be Vikla grabbing that kill, as now Namgung is just going to flash to get on top of Raptor. Does manage to take him out, but it's a 2-for-1 in the dive on the bottom side. So BNK looking all right there, and now have themselves a decent little advantage as well.
He was grabbing aggro, just unfortunately Kellen was a little bit faster on the trigger. Well, not faster, just reacted well.
Yeah.
All in all, BNK FEARX, I think, happy with how the dive panned out, but Gideon instantly responds and picks up the Dragon Rush.
Works out. Quest completion here for both of our top laners already. Going to be the first ones that have been put together, as there's public execution towards Clear. World Ender does come on down, Sundered Sky to try and get that health bar back, but Gideon makes his way in, and I don't think Clear is going to find a way out of this one. Heroic Entrance comes in, though, and maybe I spoke too soon. Great knock up, and Gideon will be taken down. And now Casting, I don't know whether the Alcove Gaming is going to work out, because now the Bash Bros make their way in to defend their Aatrox, and it's a double for Vikla.
It's just his year, isn't it? It's just the year of Vikla. He's just on form.
Watch out, World Championship. Vikla's coming back to North America. As all right, Namgung now going to start a fight up against Diablo once again. The Wild Growth comes in as there's Roma with the ulti, and that is going to spell the end of both bot laners. The year of Vikla continues, though, as he just dives on top of Teddy, wipes out a fair bit of the damage. I think Vikla will be dead now, but Namgung's in a bit of trouble. Justice Punch. Oh, the dash cannon missed. Faker used to do last year, right? He was the one that didn't build like a defensive item first. He's like, no, we're just going Glass Cannon Gargoyle.
It's so fun, to be honest. You know.
Yep.
So I kind of respect it.
And it is going to be first turret going over to the Bros. They should be able to claim themselves a gold advantage. As you can see, it is teetering back and forth, but finally 600 gold in the lead here for the Bros, as they do take down that outer bottom lane turret. So nicely done. Happy to have that in our very first series of the day. As all right, possible dive onto Clear once again. Difficult to dive in Aatrox now that he has an item or two put together, and now he's looking for an angle here. We'll be able to chain up Casting and gets not tagged by the public execution. Now the World Ender does come down, finds a good double knock up there with the Q, and this is the danger we were talking about. They do take him down, and Namgung successfully tanked up that turret, and then they take it down. The trade will be the outer in the mid lane, as now Teddy could be in a little bit of trouble here, and by a little bit I mean a lot, as Diablo grabs his first of the game and augments that with this turret going down as well. Triple grubs though, and an inner turret on the docket here for the Bros, looking to try and grab that one at the same time, as there is the Realm Warp, but it was a little bit of a fake out there as Roma decides not to take it. Casting moving in as Diablo now might be the target, but Raptor does have now a big circle around him. Gargoyle comes in to try and help them out as Casting hit by the Winds of War and taken down by Diablo. Make that 2 for the Yunara.
Focus on trying to make this happen, but they are being pushed in the mid lane.
All right, Gideon wrapping around, looking for Raptor.
Oh, he's going for it.
I didn't say wrap for that reason, but it did kind of work out. It's got a teleport to bring the Aatrox in, and let's see whether the bros can keep themselves alive. There is the Crescent Guard. But a little bit of a disengage here by the bros, and a bit invested at the start of this fight as Vikler gets himself out of there. And now the re-engage, the Quadra Taunt from Vikler as he looks to make his presence known. Vikler trying to get the work done, but already the Lulu goes down. Raptor dead as well as Vikler so close to going down. And Diablo falls, but clear is massive. They should be able to take him out, though. The CC is too much, and the bros stand tall and wipe out BNK.
Should just be able to pick up the Baron off the back of this. It looked like a huge engage from Vikler, but I think they just didn't have the follow-up to finish out the fight.
So much of the power budget of this composition is around the heroic entrance actually doing something.
Yeah.
And in that last fight, it certainly was not able to do much of anything at all.
And also just Yunara being able to auto-attack and not being half HP.
That is certainly good too.
Yeah, so now...
Well, we got another one. As the Baron still around the bros, as now Raptor caught out. Good pillar position here from Gideon as Audacious Charge gets Raptor out of the way. As in goes the public execution. Casting though going down so incredibly low. Down goes Vikler though, it may not be his year after all. As the snipe from Teddy's too good. Double kill here for the Varus, and Diablo, not a whole lot he can do, and the hook is gonna land. Namgung having such a better day here today compared to their first day out against DK, and they're looking to take this inner turret at the same time.
Namgoon's just been on fire. I feel like getting so much value in these fights, but the target selection is so good here, and bro, I mean, this game looks firmly in their control. I mean, last game, it felt like they weren't able to push their advantage, but now with an 8,000 gold lead, look at all these towers they're picking up.
Oh man, it is going to be 10K by the end of this. As Kellen, oh look, the little Lulu that could. Not quite able to even deal with a minion wave here as BNK. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to be getting out of the bros to finish this one off. But right now, the fight has started. Gideon looking relatively low, but he is Trundle, so doesn't feel too worried about it. Heroic entrance comes on through, but Vikler just melts like butter. And Teddy's untouched in this fight. Hit by the Infernal Chains, but he just takes the Aatrox down. And Raptor and Kellen just left wondering where their teammates have gone. The bros looking to break down the front door, and they may just end the game right here. 10,000 gold the lead. And we felt like maybe after that comeback victory in game number 1 for BNK, the bros would be broken. But no, that is not what the bros stands for in the bros. It stands for brotherhood, and it stands for winning game 2 so that we can have as much League of Legends as possible. Nexus down, on to the next.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.